Hello and welcome to Parent Talk, a program by Chick Moorman for creating responsible children. And today we're doing our fifth chat from this book and this program. And so hope you've been using some of the other ideas and finding them helpful. We're going to continue with this idea that kids have choices and that we as parents have choices, and that makes us more empowered and creative in how we respond to everyday situations. So today we're going to be talking about making a different choice. So we're going to use the phrase, please make a different choice. This is especially good because, as we all know, we as people often make choices that aren't the best. And our kids are certainly no exception to that. So we just want to give them the opportunity to make a better choice. And often we find out within very short order that something is not a good choice. And so it's good to know that at any point we have the choice to change gears and make a different choice. And so this gives them permission to, once they start going down one way that may not be as good, that they will have that choice to make a better choice at any point along the path that they're taking. This is especially good with kids that you know and in situations that you know where they probably can figure out the better choice by themselves. As we talked about before, it can be very helpful to give especially young children a choice between two options that are good. And this is really important with young kids, and also if there really are limited choices that we're going to approve of. For example, if I'm cooking meals, I do not want to be a short order cook, but I may be willing to have a few options within the meals I make so that the people that are eating can have a little bit of choice in what they do. So I may not want to just say, make a different choice of lunch. I want to be very specific about which choices they can have for lunch. But then there are other times when we can leave it much more open-ended and let them be more responsible for the choice that they make and coming up with the ideas on their own. So, for example, our kids come in and they're maybe whining. And instead of just saying, don't whine, we can, whining ourselves half the time, we can say, please choose to use a different tone of voice. So that draws attention to the fact that you don't like the tone of voice they're using, so they're probably not going to get what they want when they use it. But maybe if they use a different tone of voice, they'll get what they want. Maybe not, but maybe so. In our house, we don't hit each other to get toys. Please make a different choice. So there again, that's with kids that you've probably been working on sharing, and they have some other skills for getting along and working together. And you've been working and prompting these for quite a while now. So now it's time for them to be more responsible for coming up with those on their own. And that's a very good situation for using it. You're not yelling at them. They haven't destroyed each other yet, so it's not panic situation. But you certainly don't want to allow kids to hit each other. That's not something we do in this household. You need to make a different choice. Some other options could be if they're playing with a basketball in the house. We can't play with the basketball in the house. Please make a different choice. There's lots of other toys they can play with. A basketball isn't one of them. You can give some limits on something. You could say, please choose a different place to play with the ball. Or please choose a different place to build your block house. So you can do some things that way as well, giving a specific choice of place or ideas of the kinds of toys they could do without putting an extreme limit on it. So this is a pretty simple one. Hopefully you'll find some ways to use this during the next couple of days. So again, it's this idea of please make a different choice. So keep that in mind. And again, for more complete information about any of these things, you can check out any of the books by Chick Moorman. Parent Talk is the one I'm using for this program, but he has written others, so please check those out. Also, when it's appropriate to get out, and if you find any workshops in your area, you may be interested in attending those. It's often really helpful to find out how it's worked with other parents and in other situations. So have a good day.